Praise the Lord and welcome to today's class. Wow, what a new week. I believe all of you have been reigning, you've been shining, and you've been making progress in your video journey. Last week we looked at pre-production and script writing, and I saw some of our scripts. They're exciting, they are interesting, and I am looking forward to seeing your videos because it doesn't just end on the planning and the scripting. Once you're done scripting, you should be able to record. So for those of you who submitted your scripts, you should be able to record, or you should have already recorded those videos. Okay, so today's class we are majorly going to be focusing on editing, because after you've done your planning, the pre-production, you've recorded the videos, now is time to edit them before we can go ahead to publish them. So we are going to look at video editing using Capcut. I would have taken us through as well video editing with Premiere Pro, but I'll not go into Premiere Pro. I'll use Capcut because most of us are looking forward to using our phones. Maybe you need to have computers or laptops, so using Capcut would be a bit more user-friendly for you. So that's why we're going to focus on Capcut. If you want to learn how to use Adobe Premiere Pro, that one will have to be on a different arrangement, and it will have a fee attached, okay? So if you're interested in learning Adobe Premiere Pro, how to edit with Adobe Premiere Pro, you can make an individual arrangement. You can make an individual arrangement, and I'll be glad to take you through, but at a cost. Okay, so coming to Capcut, first of all, some people are hearing Capcut for the first time. They're yet to understand what Capcut is. They're hearing, okay, is there a cat and a cup? But it's not a cat and a cup. So Capcut is it's a mobile-friendly video editing app, much as you can still use it on your desktop, and it also works on Android, on iOS, Apple phones, or on your tablet, on a desktop, on the web. You can use it all round. So it's a mobile-friendly video editing app. It has user-friendly interface, which is suitable for beginners, and it's ideal for creating social media videos, vlogs, tutorials, and short clips. So first and foremost, you need to download the Capcut app from your Google Play Store or your Apple Play Store. Have it installed on your mobile. I would have taken us through using mobile, but my phone is yet to be able to record. Okay, so I'll not be taking us through with mobile, but I'll just be taking some screenshots so that you see how the mobile version looks like, or what happens on mobile when you're using Capcut on mobile. Okay, so that's what I'll just show us when it comes to Capcut on mobile. Now on the computer, you can also download the desktop version so that you're able to do your work off the internet. So that it becomes a bit easy, especially that sometimes you may not maybe have data that you've planned for. So it's good for you to, if you have a computer, you can install the Capcut on your computer so that, anytime you want to do your edits, you can actually use it. So what are our key features in Capcut? We have cutting, or what you call trimming or splitting clips. And then we have transitions and visual effects. You have filters. We have text, stickers and overlays. We have audio editing and music integration. And then we also have speed adjustments and keyframe animations, okay? So I'm going to take us through just the basics. So this is my Capcut. This is how my interface looks like. Now, if you're to sign in, you will have to pay, because you sign in when you're joining the Capcut Pro, which has a fee attached. Definitely it has better features. So if you do have the cash and you want to go ahead and sign up for it, please feel free to proceed. Okay, so I'm going to just come here and create a new project. So getting started, you've already opened your Capcut. This is how it looks like. Yeah. And then you click on create project. When you click on create project, this is how the interface looks like. So on our interface, we have clicked create project. Now we have import. Yeah. You have your main menu here. I hope you can see this. So you have file. So there are ways that there are ways you can import. Already there is import here. Importing majorly, what are you importing? You're importing videos, you're importing photos, you're importing audio files. Or you can just come here on your menu, come to file, say import, and then you go and import. But this is the shorter route. So when you tap there, it's good for you to have the content that you want to edit in one folder so that you can easily get whatever you want to use. So I'm going to come here and pick my key videos. So these are the videos. These three are the ones I want to use. So I'll select all of them and then say open, and they will load there. So if I want to add more, I want to add to import more, I just tap on this, and then I want to add in a photo, and I want to add in audio as well, music. So I'm going to get this photo and attach it there as well. Then I'm going to import again and come and look for my music. So my music, I know where my music is. I know where all the content I want to use is. That's why I said it's important for you to know where your content is. So I've shown you, I've imported an audio file, an image, and videos. So now that you have whatever you want, you can tap on it and you preview here. So whatever you have can be previewed here. You see? So you can preview them here. Okay, so on this interface, we have the timeline. This is where we put everything that we want to edit. We put them here. Just this below part, you say drag material here and start to create. So this is where we do our creation from. Preview window, this is where we see the things we are editing here in real time. Toolbar, which is this just here. This is where we find a selection tool, you know. I think you can see there is select, there is split, there is select left, select right. Now, this split, the shortcut is B, select shortcut is A. Now, when you go to Premiere Pro, you find that the select tool, the shortcut is V. Okay, so I think you can see these. Then this is when you want to undo. This is when you're resetting. This is when you're splitting. You see, this is what is here. Then this is the delete left. You know, this is a delete right. Like delete left means whatever is on the left. When you split there, whatever is on the left is deleted. And then delete right means when you split there, whatever is on the right is deleted. Then we have the delete itself, and then we have the marker. Okay, so that is our toolbar. This is our media library. Whatever we have imported, we see them here. And then we have the text, the stickers, the effects, transitions, captions, filters, adjustment, AI avatar. And on this side, this is where we see the details. In case we need to modify anything, we see them here. So some things you will see them this side once you've started editing. So I'm going to go ahead and import what I want to edit to my timeline. So when you look at these video numbers, I hope you can see this. This is 1749, 1750. So that means they're in this order. So I'm going to just drag this and put it on my timeline. You see? Drag the next also. Throw it here. Okay, I didn't drag. So carry it. You drag, yeah? Throw it there so they follow each other. Then also drag this and throw it here. So this is what I have, or this is my video in particular, what I am working with. So what we are going to do next, we are going to cut out the things that we don't want. So you realize that before we threw anything on the timeline, some things weren't like active, some features weren't active. But now that we threw them, when you look at this left side, you see this is video. And on video, they show you the basic things. Scaling. Scaling means you can zoom in. Okay, just a moment. You have to select what you want to work on. So when I tap on it, it highlights here on the timeline. So when I come this side, you'll find that when I click scale, you see, I'm increasing it. I hope you're seeing that, what that does. Okay. So that is scale. Then position means X means moving from left to right. Let us say if I say 400, you see, or if I say negative 400, it's going to go the other side. Okay, so back to this. So here, come back to 0 to bring it back to the center. Y, either you're going up or you're going down. So let us say 400, you see it has gone up. If we say negative 400, it comes down. So I hope that is also clear. Rotate. Rotation is more like changing the angle. So if we say 90, I think you can see. If we say 180, you can see what happens. Okay, so that is it with these basics. I've shown you scale, positioning, left to right, X, Y, rotation. So some of these other features are now here. Blend mode. Blend mode, you can reduce opacity. Maybe you don't want the video to be so, or if you have any other. Now some of these you will really explore them along the way. They are not so urgent or important right now, but as you continue editing, you will discover some of these things, or you'll adventure into them. So I'm not going to go into all these details here, all these things below. Okay, I just wanted us to have that in mind. Remove background. Okay, still working with this. You can also check it out. Auto removal. This one is feathering. That one is expanding. So here it's showing you it's processing. Okay. So as that continues, all these other things, mask, retouch, but it's important that you take note you're not using pro features, because sometimes you may be able to make edits or adjustments with pro features, but when it comes to exporting, you're not able to export out what you're actually working on or what you've worked on. So we are going to, I want to take us through on how to cut. So on cutting, majorly, we are going to play the video so that we see what do we need to cut. Usually, what do you cut out first of all? I think you can see we have removed background. So this is how it's looking. So far what has been worked on, if you want to remove background, though it's not really that excellent, but I think you can see. If you feather further, they try to. Okay, so I'm going to stop this. I want to stop this effect, but it's still processing. Okay, so I've removed the effect. So I've just shown you that you can actually also remove background from there in Capcut, as easy as that. Okay, So we're going to start cutting, doing our edits. Let me just increase the volume so that we can see. Okay, let me just take it back, the beginning, so that I'm just going to sample with this first one. Okay, so we want to start from we have. So how do you zoom in and zoom out? You press Ctrl plus and Ctrl minus. So Ctrl plus, you are zooming in. You see? So you can literally move back to see where. Okay, so you want to cut at the right place. Let me bring it to 8. Okay, so let us say maybe I'm going to cut from here. So I'll select still, then come on my tools and click split, and it will cut. So whatever is this side, I would have to delete it manually, you see, and then the video will extend. It will cover back behind. It will just extend and cover up.
Just concluded this August's edition of the praise service. It has been powerful, magnificent, amazing. I hope you are part of the service. If you are not part of the service, you can catch up with it on our YouTube channel, Zoe Kingdom TV. We have been having the mighty fierce worshippers taking us through the service, and it has been a divine moment. I'm telling you, we have had a glimpse of what we are going to have in eternity, praising God, worshiping God. It has been the atmosphere.
So let us say we don't want that sound as well. So I'm going to press Ctrl plus to zoom in so that I'm able to see. You don't need that.
Worshiping God.
So I'm going to end on worshiping God. Then I'll still tap the split. Remember, you have to select what you want to make adjustments on, then come and click split. Now, let me show us how the left and right work. So the right, remember I told you when you're removing left, it means whatever is on the left, you don't want it there. When you're removing right, means whatever is on the right, you don't want it there. So whatever is this side, I don't want it there, and that's my right. So I'm going to click on the delete right. You see? So as long as I just click delete right, whatever is on the right just went off. So let us just take back a few seconds behind and play, and we see if that boo has gone.
What we are going to have in eternity, praising God, worshiping God. I think it has been really, really powerful.
So I want to chop off whatever is on the left from here. Oops. Okay, let me come back.
I think it has been really, really powerful.
So I want whatever is on left to go off. So I have to first select this video, then come to left, delete left, okay? So when I just tap this, you can see that it just deletes itself.
So what we are going to have in eternity, praising God, worshiping God, and I'm going to be getting for you some of.
So I've shown you how to cut out what's on the left, what's on the right, what's in the middle or somewhere else. Okay, so we have learned how to trim, and I hope we are all together up to that point. So the next thing I want to show us is, assuming you have B-roll or you have other content that you would want to appear on top of this video. For example, here at the beginning.
Being powerful, magnificent, amazing. I hope you are part of the service.
Let us just take this a bit behind.
We have just concluded this August's edition of the praise service. It has been.
So I'm going to just pick this photo. I want it to be there, and she's talking about just being powerful and all that. So I'm going to drag it and put it on top of this one, okay? So if I want to enlarge it, I just come at the ends of it and drag it to increase it, okay? But if you look at this photo, it's showing us part of the background of our main video. So we shall click on this photo. Remember, I showed you back this side. on our near the preview window. Let's just come back here, this photo. When you come this side, I showed you the scaling, the positioning and all that. So when you look at this image, it doesn't fit the screen. So we are going to scale it so that it covers up, so that we don't see anything of the background, okay? So let us just play.
Service, it has been powerful. Service, it has been powerful, magnificent, amazing. I hope you are part of the service. If you are not part of the...
So the other thing, I hope that is clear. So whatever you want to have appear here, you'll have to put it there on top. So let us say maybe we wanted part of this to be up. Okay, let me just say, let us say that I have another photo. Let me just import another photo so that you get what I'm talking about. So I'm going to get this photo, import it in. So I'm going to put it up here. Okay, so even it, when you look at it, really, that's not what we want. So we are going to scale it. Now you see, when you scale this, it's not showing us what we need to see. So we are going to move our position to bring it down so that we see the face, not the chest, okay? So let us say if I move it down by -500, okay, maybe I may need to increase it to 900. I think that's better, right? Another may say, okay, why not make it -1000? Okay, so let me just bring this a bit behind. So I'm going to play back here.
Service, it has been powerful, magnificent, amazing. I hope you are part of the service. If you are not part of the service, you can catch up with it on our YouTube channel, Zoe Kingdom TV. We have been having the mighty fears.
I believe you've seen that, okay? So the other thing I would want to show us, so this is how you add B-roll. Maybe you're talking about cooking. This is how you keep your tomatoes. You get the videos of the tomatoes or the pictures of the tomatoes, you put them on top here, okay? So that's how you actually do it. So let us say the other thing I want to do, I want to attach transitions, yeah, in between, if I'm moving from one video to another or from one, okay? So transitions, we are going to come up here. When you come up here, you see now in Capcut you have to download all these. So since I'm not connected to the internet, I'm going to use what I already have in here. So let us say this is what I want to have as a transition. First of all, I'm going to put it in between these two, this video and this one, okay? So you come and drag it and then you throw it, you put it on between that line there, you see? So I'm going to play back, you see.
Praising God, worshiping God, and I'm going to be getting for you some of that.
You've seen that. So let us say this other one, we are going to use it here in between these other two videos, okay? So when we do this,
From Zoe Kingdom TV. This is Hilda. I'm Hilda Kapur.
I think you've seen that. That is clear, right? Okay, so that's how you add transitions. Then how do you add effects? In case you need some effects, let's say you need some effects in this video. I'm going to just come here to effects. Still, I'm going to use what I already have because you need to download. So the effects that I have here, oops. Okay, do I have any already downloaded effects? Wow. Okay. So I am really yet to have downloaded effects. So I'm yet to have downloaded effects, still with filters. So whatever you need to use, you need to have it under downloads, okay? just here we have effects, and then we have body effects. Okay, so body effects, majorly looking at what is going to apply to the body. So I'm going to use what I have, the downloaded formats that I already have. Let me give an example of this. Okay, so you drag it and throw it on the video.
Taking us through the service, and it has been a divine.
I'm sure most of us have seen this on TikTok. You know, maybe someone is practicing witchcraft or has power in their eyes. So I think you can see that. Let me put another effect here.
What the impact that it has had in their lives, because truly it has been life transforming.
You see? So this is just how the effects work. Filters. Under filters, let me use this last part of the video. So still for filters, you drag and throw it on the video. You see?
You live from Zoe Kingdom.
So that one is adding some color. So filters is more like with color. Okay? You can make adjustments. You can really make adjustments with it. So I think you can see what happens if you want to make certain adjustments. That's how the filters work. So I've showed us filters, I've showed us the effects, transitions. Let me show us back this side. If let's say we want our video to be in slow motion. Okay, maybe before I even go there, let me show you how we attach animation. Now on this right, remember you tap on your video. When you tap on it, we have video, we have audio, we have speed, we have animation. So you tap on animation, you also download the one you want to use, and then drag it and indicate it there.
Reporting.
So now for it, all you just need is to tap on it and it will appear. Okay,
this is I'm Hilda Kapur reporting to you live from Zoe Kingdom Church.
So this is an animation. So these animations may work more at the beginning of the video or at the end of the video. Okay, so let us go through. Let me just delete. Assuming you want to delete, you click on that edit part and then just tap delete. Okay, so the other thing I would love to show us, maybe you want to attach a sticker. So here on stickers, I'm using the versions I've downloaded. So I want to attach this. I'll put it on top here. So I think you can see if I'm to play. Now it's in the middle. Don't forget to use the positioning, the scaling and positioning, those transform effects that I told you about. So let us say this will be minus 700. I want it to be below there. Maybe when you want to reduce its size, maybe it's looking big, you see. So you can adjust that. You see? Okay, so that's how you attach stickers. Then the other thing I want to show us is how to attach text. Under text, we have just adding text, default text. You come tap on default, then they'll bring for you here. Then remember, whatever you tap on, you should be able to make edits or adjustments to it.
I'm telling you, we have had a glimpse of what we are going to have in eternity, praising God, worship.
So back again, I told you if you want to add text, you come to text, then click on default and it will come. And then on this very text, I'm used to Premiere Pro where you just press minus and you already have what you want. But here you have to press Ctrl plus Ctrl. So So you can have default and make those adjustments accordingly. So let us say I'll drag my text here. So when you drag it, sorry about that. So when you drag your text, you tap on it, you can make adjustments. Now when you come to system here, you can change font, but now there you need to have the fonts installed. Okay. So let us say that's the font. I want to change it to. You want to change font size. You can see this. You want to change the color. You can as well do this. Okay. And then maybe you want to put it in bold. You want to underline it. You want to put it in italic. Now, most of these we are familiar with them under text. Then maybe you want to space up the words, the letters, or you want this. Let us say this is just below here. And I've put maybe praise service. Okay. It's below here. The effects here, so you can reduce on the space between the lines or increase it. You see, you can change things depending really on what works for you. So all this comes back to you and what works for you. So if I want to scale, I can reduce it a bit, maybe bring it down, -800. That's too high. See, so this is partly one of the ways you can use text. Then we also have maybe text template. If you have a template, you can select, or you have text effects. Let's say I have this. So I'll have to add in my words here. So let us say this is praise service. So I've attached literally, I'm using a template. So all I have to do is to just change the colors or change the outlook.
Telling you, we have had a glimpse of what we're going to have.
So that is it about text. And then the other thing, the next thing I would want to show us is audio, how to add audio. Because we have looked at text, we have looked at the filters, we have looked at adding B-rolls, using transitions, effects. Okay, now something else that I needed to maybe explain to us. Okay, that one maybe for now, I'll pass that. Let me take us through how to have audio. How are we going to use audio in our videos over here? So I want to add music, so I'm going to go and pick my audio. Remember, among the things I imported audio, this one. So I'm going to drag it and put it just below here. Okay, so when I put it and play, you find that the sound is competing with the video of my main video. So I'm going to tap on the audio, come back here on my right side under basic and reduce the volume. You see? So I can reduce the volume. So when I play, the sound, the music comes like a background music, and that's what I want. Okay. Then fade in works at the beginning. You want the sound to start when it is from a low tone coming up. Then fade out is when you want the sound to come from a high tone going down. Okay, like the sound is fading out, So below is where you'll find maybe adjustments on voice. You want to add some audio transitions and all that, reduce noise. You find those below, which I'm not going to get into right now. Some of these things you'll have to create time to learn them yourself, but I'll also be creating some short videos majorly explaining some aspects, not like in depth like this, because I'm just giving you a general overview of some of the things you need to do for you to be able to have a video at the end of it all. So let us say I don't want this other remaining part of the music. I put my cursor there and then I just drag it. Maybe I want it up to here, and then I've shown us about that. If I want to increase the volume of my main video or reduce it, I tap on that video. Then here on our settings, on our effect settings, that's where you'll find video. You can make adjustments on video, but after video there is audio. So when you come to audio, you just reduce the volume if you really want to reduce it, okay? Same, you can do the fade in, fade out and all that. Then the other thing is speed. Speed is more of, you want to have slow motion or quick motion. So slow motion, initially the initial speed is just 1, or neutrally it's 1. So if it's below 1, it will be in slow motion. That's why you see even on the timeline, the video will become bigger or longer. Then if it is above 1, it's quick motion. The video will become faster, and it will become like, it will take a shorter period of time. Okay, so that's how you do quick motion and slow motion. So I think I've shown us most of the basics. Those are the major things that really you need to be acquainted with for you to be able to produce out your video. So now that we are done with all the basic things and you want to export, you'll just come here to your menu and then come to file, then say export. So here at export, now I think you can see you are using the following Pro Features. So if you're using any Pro Feature, you will not be able to export. So you have to go back and remove them. So I'm going to just remove some of these things because I am yet to know which one exactly I used. Okay, here it's not there. Let us remove these effects. I'm just going to remove these effects so that we are not disturbed. Even here. So let me just remove this so that I can just show you how to export, so that you know what you need to do to export. So you see what I was telling you about the fade out? This, they will show you, see how this curve is coming, it's fading out. So you have to make sure that your audio and video are ending on the same line. It's not. And then when you're exporting, make sure that your line is starting here at the beginning, okay? So I'm going to just, you cannot, how do you know the time of what you're producing? What you're producing, you see the time from here. So it is 31 seconds. So I'm going to come back to menu, file, and then export. So when I tap this, now it's possible for me to export. So you put the name of your project, then you select the location where you want to export. So let us say I want to export my work to this particular folder. Okay, so I'll tap that, say select. Then here resolution, you need to know what resolution you want to export in. And that's if you're to upload it in that resolution, that's the resolution that people will watch it in. Recommended bitrate, we shall leave that. Then codec has to be H.264. Format is MP4. Frame rate, this is 30 FPS, but you can even have maybe 24, 25. Then audio, You want your audio to be on, maintain it. And then, yeah, so check copyright. Okay, so we can click export to export. So it is exporting. Are you seeing this line here? This shows you the status of it exporting. So once it is done, that means that your video is ready to be uploaded. Okay, so that is it basically on how to edit using Capcut. So what you're going to do as your assignment, the script that you wrote, your very first video, have an introduction, especially that you're going to be starting, for those who have really been starting, or maybe you've even already been doing it. So you can see that our video is ready. Okay, so you can share, but we are going to just go to where our folder is and check on the video that we have exported, just to confirm that we have the video. It is there in real sense. So where is our video? Our video is right in here. I think you can see. So it has exported for us the video and the audio. Yeah, because I selected. So imagine. So if I'm to play it, this is how our final product looks like, people. Remember, this was a practice, so don't say, you see what she has edited. This was just a practice. So this is what we have produced. You remember the images we attached? So that is it. So as I said, our assignment is going to be come up with a trailer for your channel, a video, record a 3 minutes video, edit it, apply everything we have talked about, include the B-rolls. B-rolls should be things that communicate what your channel is all about, but also what you're speaking. And then edit it, produce it. And in our next class, we shall be majorly focusing on YouTube, uploading our content on YouTube. So that is it basically with today's class. Stay blessed until next week. Shalom, shalom.